say shiny.
He said, shiny ball. She look,
Look, I'm gonna say, look, she shut up. Shiny and bald headed.
he was stupid. See, when you
Spray
said
that
shiny,
shit.
I thought the head.
No, she's shiny.
She's
She just shiny in the motherfucker. Shiny and bald head. Oh man, I do like that ManCave talk in the back. This pipers, remember, if you just try to dip off, and watch Oak Island on the low,
We're gonna see it.
Oak Island don't start until fall.
Okay. Before we get started, before I say greetings and salutations, before I even get all that started, did they find anything on this last season?
Yeah.
The last one.
They found some planks.
They found some nails.
Yeah, they found a couple nails because you got nail in the wood.
I want to know our pipers. What the fuck?
And they found a void.
Oh, they found a void. A void to where?
A void to a tunnel that may be leading to the treasure. But I am pretty excited on the last episode where the older brother, they go over to Scotland, not Scotland, Portugal. They went to Portugal and they went to a castle, and the way that the castle was built and made, it's the same type of design that's leading down to the money pit. That shit was exciting. I mean, because just imagine seeing a castle like that after all these centuries and years, and it's still up. It ain't falling apart or nothing. It was just the architecture is just mind blowing.
Which would have happened, and to see that and even be there live, experience that would have been something special.
Yeah. Right.
But going back to Oak Island, all you finding is oak.
All you gonna find is
green,
maybe some birch.
Greetings, salutations. I am your host, Houston Down. ManCave talk the crew.
What's going on, people?
Poppin'? I want to shout out real quick. Shout out to Brazil. Shout out to Argentina. Our two newest countries that listen to us. Highly appreciate it. Shout out to the UK because your listeners are going up and up and up. So I appreciate you guys in the UK supporting us as much as you do. Any shout outs?
Oh yeah, I got a whole bunch of shout outs.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my oldest 13, graduating, going to McKinley.
Mm-hmm.
He about to be a freshman at McKinley.
That's what's up.
My daughter's birthday was on Tuesday. My baby is 8 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my baby. And then I had a busy week, y'all. And then shout out to my son. He just graduated from pre-K to kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to him. And then shout out to my boy Reg. Just had a birthday yesterday.
Okay.
I forget how old he is. Black don't crack. But yeah, that was my week. So I got 4 shots out. Shout out to all of y'all. I appreciate and love every one of y'all.
All right. I ain't got no shout outs, but I would like to send a shout out to the Texas representative that's going over there to get Brittany Griner out of prison.
They still ain't got Brittany Griner over here yet?
They working on it right now.
God damn.
This representative for Texas, he went to school with her, and since nobody else is trying to get her, he's going over there to try to get her out. So
she's a part of my rant. I'm gonna get into it because
good. Because I'm kind of upset.
If it was LeBron James' army with him over there, knocking Russia down to get him out of there.
Oh yeah, LeBron James was over there. Oh,
so I'm gonna try to stay on focus,
right?
Because I have a lot of stuff to get off my chest. So we're gonna try my best to stay focused.
All right.
So right now we're talking about sports. If you know us, we'll talk about sports.
So ain't no sports.
Well, sports. We got sports topics. Things happening on in sports.
Like I put sports talk and topic in the. I don't know if you.
Yeah. That's perfectly fine. Before we get into sports questions, let's get into some things like Le'Veon Bell and AP set up a boxing match, which is legitimately going down.
Le'Veon Bell and.
Ever since the white boy knocked out Nate Robinson, everybody think they can box now.
Yeah. I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of it, and I'll tell you why. Because actually, we as the people are fucking fueling this shit and hyping this shit. But these are people. That's like these people are not trained professional boxers.
No, they're going to do boxing as cardio and get a little good at their hands and think they can do it as a profession. You got to understand, people that really truly box been doing this since they were kids.
Yeah.
You're not going to get this shit. Deontay Wilder started when he was 20. He still was a kid. and that was late for a boxer, to be
And
honest.
he still can't
but
box.
he still can't
Right.
box. He's a brawler.
That's
He
why.
still can't box. He's a brawler. So don't think because you go out and fucking do some summertime leagues in the gym and get good with the hands and shit, that automatically makes you a fucking boxer. No, that just means that you're getting good with your cardio.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I did the
man?
Billy Blanks shit and
Right. You don't see me tie. You don't
my
see how you
hands ain't
tie,
registered
boy.
lethal weapons. Man.
Right,
I might be able to whoop some
right.
ass, but I ain't beating up like fucking
Right.
Canelo Alvarez or some shit like that. Like,
What's going on, man?
So it's pissing me off. With that being said, if we going with picks, I gotta go with AP. And Le'Veon Bell is a former Steeler. I usually don't go against anybody from the black and yellow, but in this situation, Adrian Peterson, if he's he's a physical tank. One good shot, he gonna ring Le'Veon's bell.
Yeah, if I had to pick, I think it might be.
I gotta pick AP. And see, the thing about it is, I think AP might be 8 years older than him. 9 years older than him. That old man strength too. You know that old man strength.
Sometimes that shit don't translate. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody ain't Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah. Okay. You right.
I mean, he's the only motherfucker I know in my era, outside of Foreman, because he was my era, but I still was a kid with Foreman when he came back to fight. Like fucking Bernard Hopkins is my era fighter that fought till he was like 48, 50, right?
Yeah.
His last fight was like 50 before he lost.
Him, Cesar Chavez fought pretty late in his life. I think he fought to like 48, 49.
Yeah, underrated boxer, had over 3,000 fights. You know what I'm saying? Still don't get the props like he's supposed to, at least by the younger crowd.
Definitely.
The older crowd definitely understands the essence of boxing. He definitely was one that.
Yeah, keep on talking this Floyd Mayweather GOAT shit. I got a news flash for y'all. Just like y'all say LeBron is the GOAT, I got a news flash for y'all. Before he even think about touching Ali or any of these Tyson or any of these niggas, I don't think he better than Cesar Chavez or Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah,
that's real shit.
I had this conversation recently about that before we start getting into other things. What makes Mayweather better than a whole lot of boxers is he came down with the analogy that if you can't touch him, you can't get points. If you can't get points, you can't win. And I used to watch Mayweather when he called himself a pretty boy before he turned to money.
Yeah.
Pretty boy was trying to hurt you. Yeah. Pretty boy was trying to knock you out. Yeah. When he became Money Mayweather, he realized, like, look, maybe I don't have to overexert my energy with trying to knock the nigga out. Let me just tap you. You can't hit me, I'll win. Simple as that. Mm-hmm. And what it done is it started to frustrate motherfuckers in the ring, and then you start fighting out of frustration. Yeah. Then that's when he's at his best because he's calm and collected while you in the ring trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I am as far as defensively, head movement, foot movement, probably the best of all time. Yeah, I'll definitely give him that.
He mastered that Philly shell to something like. I don't, a lot of people imitate it, but can you really do it? Is a question. And
yeah,
he definitely finessed the hell out that Philly shell.
He did.
Let's keep it moving. Let's go to something different right now.
Hold up, before we go, who you got, Pipe?
Oh well.
If you had to pick Le'Veon Bell, AP in a boxing match.
Well, AP whooped the shit out of his kid's ass. So I'm gonna go with AP. He whooping his son's ass, and I think he gonna beat the shit out of. He gonna ring some bells.
Oh shit!
All right, ring some bells. Hey,
so there you go, 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0.
Yeah. Or the odds makers say they both gonna knock each other out in the first round.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't see that happen. I don't think that.
You don't think he's up?
I see somebody not showing up before I see that happen.
Right,
they both gonna show up.
Okay.
So you know what? I was high as hell. My bad.
Yeah, my bad. Like
let me tell you
this. I can tell you this. Le'Veon don't need the money because I know if he did write his money, he's sitting on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And actually, wasn't he really need the money neither? If he planned it out right, I mean, he got some real big contracts in his career.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean?
Decent ones later on too. I mean, nothing that he should have got.
Right.
Before the injury, after the injury, but on to hockey. Hockey Hall of Fame. Do y'all know who's being inducted in?
No, I do not.
Hendrick and Daniel Sedin.
Okay.
The Sedin twins.
Yeah. Twins, okay.
Daniel Alfredson.
Okay.
Roberto Luongo.
I liked Luongo back when he played. He was a goalie for the Panthers.
For the Panthers.
Yeah. Here's some footnotes for you guys. Also includes women's hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah Rika Sullivan. Played hockey, and then they got a guy. Herb Carnage was a Canadian Jamaican descent. Actually didn't play in professional hockey, but had a lot to contribute to hockey. So he's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame as well.
I wonder how far we are from professional female hockey, like a professional female, like a WNBA, but
Right,
a WNHL.
Right, that's a good question.
I would like to see that. I really would like to
That
see
would
that.
not. Yeah, I can see that.
You know why? And this is why I was going to say. I think the one thing that the WNBA falls short on is the physicality, and that's why a lot of people don't watch it. It's not as physical as the men's game,
Right.
where hockey is more of a finesse sport anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's physicality in it, but the best people are the agile, finesse, slip through the cracks of people type of people. The kind of the McKinnons, the McGregor. I mean, the McKinnons, the McConnors, all them. They're slick. They're slippery.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're slippery.
They're slippery. So that being said, I think that's perfect. If you want to say a woman can be slick and slippery, you might not be as strong as a guy. I get that. It's not made that way.
Sure, they do have hockey leagues for football and hockey for females. It's just they're not. I think they're just not as popular as basketball.
Right.
I mean, let's be
They're
honest.
not even televising that on ESPN 8 to Ocho.
Well, recently there's been some female college hockey.
Oh yeah.
But that'd be like ESPN 3 or ESPN 2, shit like that. Yeah, the U. So
I want a professional one.
I want a professional women's
with
hockey
little commercial little patches on the jerseys and all that. I want that. I want fucking quick fill right here. That's what I want.
All right, let's keep it going. Where do you rate the Clippers with the addition of John Wall?
John Wall and the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I rate them?
Mm-hmm.
Ninth place in the West.
That's it. I'm about to say
10th in the West.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do much for them.
No,
Here's my thing.
It's too late.
Me personally, I disagree with you both. My problem with the Clippers is not even John Wall. I actually think John Wall, with the addition of P313 and fucking Kawhi Leonard, is a good big three. With the people that they got and young people that's gonna come back and provide for them. My problem with their big three is health. How long are they gonna be? Should not just him, Kawhi and John Wall. Yeah. How long are they going to be on the court together?
Right.
How long are they going to be out of the game? How many games are going to be out? How you know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah. That's the count for me.
I forgot about
that. If it's outside of health, I can see them doing really good.
Yeah, but you can't
because they all three of them play really good defense.
You got to be able to count that though. It's like the Nets. The Nets, we were having the same conversation about the Nets in the offseason last year. The very same conversation. And they might have played all of what? 12 fucking games
but look, that ain't, a lot of that ain't got nothing to do with health. But
that ain't got to do with health. But I mean, it could have been.
The fucking mandate.
Yeah. It could have been. What's this shit I hear about Kevin Durant going to Portland? Anybody hear that?
No. What happened was somebody, Damian Lillard or Durant, put a picture on Instagram with Durant in a Blazers jersey.
Yeah.
Saying that wouldn't that be nice, whatever. Somebody took it down, but you can't put something like that. Somebody not catch your ass.
Somebody.
So that's basically what that basically about. Kyrie has till Wednesday to figure out what he's going to do.
I think he opted in for 36 point something million dollars.
Well, that's a contract. I don't know if he opted in. He got till tomorrow.
Okay.
And if we know Kyrie, he gonna wait till the very if he got till noon, I think he's gonna let them know at 11:58 what his fucking choice is. That's just how Kyrie is.
Yeah. Right. So do you think they should offer him a long-term contract?
It depends on what they do with this mandate.
That part is over, as far as that is concerned. My problem is you supplying a guy that gave you maybe 30 games within 2 seasons that he's been with.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I'm going to give you all this money, what guarantees I got that you're going to play? Considering that the times you've missed ain't even about injury.
Right. Yeah.
Ain't even about the mandate.
Right.
It's about, I'm going to go chill out with the boys because what happens is you miss a game and then TMZ catch you in the club party. You feel me? So it's like, what am I giving him? I'm giving you this money. What am I getting?
But the thing about it is, let's look at the opposite. Let's say you don't want him. as being a GM, I gotta get something for Kyrie. If I don't have Kyrie, which I'm cool with not having Kyrie, I have to give me some draft picks. I need at least something. I need something for Kyrie.
If he opt
we
out,
broke the bank to get him.
If he opt out, he become a free agent, so you can't trade him or nothing anyway.
So you might sign him to trade him.
I mean, yeah, if he gets somebody to take kind of contract. But here's the thing, though. It's not like Kyrie is not a big name. It ain't like he fucking got skills.
You can get shit for him.
Because he is the top 3-point guy in the league, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's how much you gonna get out of him is my thing.
Right.
Yeah. How much time, commitment you gonna get out of him. Because right now, even with his words, you say basketball ain't the only thing that's on his plate. So I know saying what Kyrie you get where, you know, saying basketball is serious for him. So
you can.
And I mean, you gotta think about that, I think, when you decide to give him that money.
Yeah, you know. Can. I mean,
yeah, that's a crazy situation.
So let's say they don't sign him. Where do y'all see Kyrie going?
Well, yeah,
he might go to your boys.
They said that he put a list of 6 or 7 teams out there. Lakers is one of them.
I don't think it was 6 or 7. It's more like 4 or 5.
4 or 5?
Yeah.
Because they were talking about New York. They were talking about
They gonna come to New York. He would have came to New York to begin with.
They were talking about Dallas, LA.
Well, he would have came to New York, but I think Durant kind of threw a monkey wrench in that shit.
Oh, James Dolan. Why would you want to come play with him?
Wow. Is he still your GM?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, he's still my GM.
I don't even want to talk about the Knicks tomorrow. Like I was telling motherfuckers, I might not be a Knicks fan this year. I might be a Kiwi cat. I might be a Cavs fan, man. Shout out to Saxon, them young boys. I do like what they got going on in there. But while we on the subject of the Nets and Kyrie, should Durant be frustrated with Kyrie?
Yeah.
You think so?
It depends on what kind of, you know what I'm saying, what agreement as men they had. But I mean, from the outside looking in, yeah. Because I can see, just like you said, I can see injuries, but them games that you could have played and chose not to play, you left me out there, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not only did you leave me out there, but then now when it's come time for playoffs, now we ain't played together. So now we don't got chemistry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No
so chemistry. We got 2 really good players dropping 40 points apiece, but they still losing. And you know why? Because they ain't got no chemistry.
Right.
That's the only way it's happening. 2 niggas is accounting for 80 points.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This guy do is give me 20.
Yep.
Everybody else got to get 20.
Everybody else not even because now it's today's NBA, so everybody else got to get me 40. The average NBA team is scoring $120 a game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the average. You might get 105. You might get 135.
Because nobody really play no defense.
Nobody play no defense.
That's why teams are so hung up on teams that play this the slightest little bit defense, like the Bucks and Miami and Chicago and shit like that.
That's why
they play a little bit of defense. It still ain't lockdown defense where you're stopping somebody from scoring 100 points a game because I think 105, 110 is the league's average.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, you got to stop it. To get 100 points back in my day was something big.
You won.
You know
if you got 100 points back in the days, you're going to win the game.
Right.
9 times out of 10.
That's a fact.
9 out of 10. You got 105, that other team don't got more than 100 points.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But it's these ticky-tack fucking, that's a whole other conversation. The ticky-tack fucking bitch-ass NBA that we watch now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's what happens when analytics got involved.
Yeah, analytics.
That definitely changed the game a lot. Yeah, analytics, man.
I'm telling you. I said it's gonna be like you ever see that South Park episode where they had to dumb down football so much so it was like flag football. Like people thought regular football was too dangerous, so they dumbed it down and turned like the flag football. You couldn't curse.
God.
You could only run but so fast. Like they made it to where it was like the pansiest motherfucking game of all time.
That's funny as hell. All right, let's keep it going. Who do you see next season will be the biggest threat to Golden State?
I will have to say that is a good one. The funny thing about it is I would have to say Phoenix.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The only reason I say Phoenix is a lot of these new teams that started to get together, I haven't seen how they played out yet. They could be good. They could go through that weird transition where the Heat was like, they first year, but then became powerhouses.
If Dallas loses Bronson, I think that might be a problem.
Yeah, they need him.
But
the weed ain't that good, nigga.
The weed is good.
I think with the addition of the Woods dude that Dallas just got for practically nothing.
Right.
If they
Dallas could be scary.
Bronson, that could be scary. I still think they're a piece away from actually being a dominant team. I look at Utah, excuse me, not Utah. I look at Denver because Murray will be back this season. And what a lot of people don't realize is Jokic is carrying that team.
Yeah.
And even had his running mate with him. So you think about that. He come back healthy.
Yeah.
Denver is right back in the conversation. You got two-time MVP.
And they got a real nice supporting cast over there in Denver. I really didn't notice how good of a supporting cast they had to the playoffs, but you got Aaron Gordon, you got that Torrey Craig motherfucker. Like they got a couple motherfuckers besides for them too, who is really nice fucking basketball players. And speaking of Dallas, don't forget about I was real impressed with Dinwiddie.
Yeah,
I thought Dinwiddie impressed me.
And that's why I feel that Brooklyn lost when it came to the three-way trade to get Harden because I felt like Dinwiddie was part of their success. And when they lost him, I thought that would have been a problem. But what they got for Harden was kind of made up for it with it too. So when it comes
to Curry, I like Curry too. So
but when it comes to Brooklyn, just gotta see what the fuck you can get out of Ben Simmons. Like real talk. For me, the Golden State Warriors, I'm big on Memphis. I think that it was Golden State trying to win that championship,
right?
But I also think that Memphis gave away a few of those games too, and could have beat those boys real tough.
Yeah,
you feel me? And they also showed that they can win without Morant. So you get them one or two more players the ball with him. Mm-hmm. So when he's hurt, he's not on that court.
Yeah,
and they can be real dangerous.
Yeah.
Bane
was one of that. That motherfucker can shoot. Motherfucker can shoot. Like he remind me like a Peja Stojakovic. Like that nigga be money. Like if you leave him open, you might as well start walking down to the other end of the fucking court.
And to be honest, I am real hung on seeing what the Lakers do now that they got Devin Ham as the head coach. I believe that he brings a whole different culture to them.
Right.
Westbrook did opt in and sign to this 1 year deal. I think that he will have a way better season. This season, he's going to have this season. So he's going to be better than his last three.
Right.
I think it's going to be testament to Devin Ham and the coaching staff that he's going to have. I think that he's going to turn that team around. The Lakers will be different if they can stay healthy also, because that's still another problem for them, is that they can't stay healthy. So,
right.
But my thing, is it going to be Ham is the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, or is LeBron going to run this shit like he's done every other team for the last 19 years?
Actually, he didn't run Miami. He didn't run.
No, he didn't run Miami.
Yeah, he didn't run.
You feel me? Not at all. You feel me? He didn't run.
Wasn't that Smoke? No, that was Pat Riley.
He didn't run Mike. He didn't run Mike
Brown.
That was Smoke.
Yes.
He didn't run Mike Brown either. You feel me?
I think him and Mike Brown had a real good understanding.
Yeah, I think his softest coach was Vrabel, but that has nothing to do with him. That's upper echelon. They thought that Vrabel would be better fit because he was a quiet coach, and they thought by letting them do them that was better off. But no, it's not. So now they got Devin Ham and this coaching staff, which I think is going to be a lot tougher. They're not going for that shit. They're going to come up with a game plan. This is how we're going to do it. My problem with the Lakers is the people that they have figuring out who's going to have the ball in their hands less, because all of them must have the ball in their hands to succeed. But one of them, like D-Wade did in LeBron, is going to have to take a back seat and let one of them control the floor. So that's the challenge that Ham has with those guys.
I think if he stays healthy, I think AD is that guy. I think that's who you should be like, yo, this is your team. You know what I'm saying? Just like you made the perfect example with LeBron and Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade wasn't decreasing in stats or getting worse or any of that shit when LeBron came there. No. He was in the prime of his career when LeBron got there, and he took a back seat. I think everybody gonna kind of take a little back seat. And if we get a healthy AD got to run the show.
I feel you on that. I could definitely go with that.
Yeah. Oh man!
You don't say much of shit. Give me your opinion on something.
Oh man! I don't know. It's gonna be a very interesting season.
Right? Say something. Give me your opinion on something. Man, it's all right. Here we go. All right, we'll keep it moving. All right, we'll go to give us a little football right now.
Football. Football.
What second year QB would make the biggest league?
What second
year?
I should have stayed in basketball. I could have backed on the basketball question. But yeah.
It's not many of them. Your boy,
There's not many of
Um,
them.
Mac Jones, because there wasn't many good rookie quarterbacks last year.
I would say
who
I
had
would.
a better
Right.
second
I
year.
like,
had-
yeah, of course, I like Matt. You know, I'm always on them Patriots fans. So I got a second year quarterback. I'm on with him. But even though technically this is third year, but reality is this is the second.
His second year.
I'm gonna go with Burrow. I think him and
Joe Burrow,
Chase.
yeah.
I think him and
yeah.
Chase come back even more stronger, more fast, more everything. Even though people got film on them now, they got shit to look at. Like this is what they do. It's hard to offset two people that's actually played together for a long time.
Right.
And I mean, those two played in college together. You can see it. Like he does, like fucking bro throws that ball and he knows exactly what Chase gonna be, and Chase doesn't around knowing exactly what that ball gonna be. That's a nasty thing to break. It's hard to go against that. You know what I'm saying? Like case in point, like when Brady Edelman, like you know what I'm saying, you see the motherfuckers every year, all year. You got tons of tape on them, but it's a little harder to stop them when you actually on that field.
You actually, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely. I think my man in Chicago's gonna do
that's
good.
what I was just thinking about. I was thinking about that.
Fields, what's his name?
Fields.
No, Fields is in
Philly.
No, Fields is in San Fran, right?
Yeah.
That's Justin Hurts in Philly.
San Fran is Trey Lance.
I thought Trey Lance was in Chicago.
Nope, you're talking about Justin Fields then.
Okay, Justin Fields is
Justin
talking about
Fields
because Hurts is in.
Yeah, Fields is in Chicago.
Yeah, as far as the San Fran quarterback, I really don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I
Jimmy
liked
be
him
gone.
the best out of college tape. That's why I like the college tape on the best coming into the draft was Trey Lance. He is amazing with his college tape.
With his college tape,
you know what I'm saying? Like as far as like they ran a pro system.
Yes, they did.
He has excellent footwork, like excellent like technique, all the shit that you have to train a motherfucker on the first year. You know what I'm saying? Like Josh Allen's a prime example. Josh Allen is talented, raw talented as he was. As far as mechanically, he was horrible coming into the league.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mechanically, he could throw the ball 60 yards, 50 yards off his fucking foot, but he wasn't supposed to be throwing off of one fucking foot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't supposed to be doing that shit. There's a way to do everything. And then once he actually learned those couple of keys, he went from really good to great to top 3 quarterback in the league. You know what I mean? Trey Lance had a lot of that coming in too. I thought when they got rid of Garoppolo, he was gonna go right in. You know what I'm saying? Garoppolo is a placeholder.
Yeah, but you know, I think they're a little tough on Garoppolo, to be honest. Like it's just Jimmy G has to make better decisions.
Right.
But shit, there was a pass away really from going to the Super Bowl. You can't throw that pass in the meat of that heat of that pressure.
But to me, it's like he's built for about to go to the Super Bowl though. Like the reason why they going to the Super Bowl ain't this nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like Deebo Samuel, them running backs they had, that defense was amazing. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna trust them for the nigga though. I can't do that. I ain't gonna do that. So I ain't gonna trust them for the nigga. You feel me? I just like fuck. If you got the rookie, you got the motherfucker to play. But if you don't show him, put Jimmy G back in there because you really can't afford to lose him. Who the fuck go back up the rookie?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just a case of point. And motherfucker like my man in Cleveland. If I was Baker Mayfield, I wouldn't want out though. To be honest, I don't want to play back up to your niggas, and I'll go fucking Deshaun Watson.
Where you going? You ain't heard?
No, where you go?
You go to New Orleans.
Oh, you going to New Orleans?
Yeah, you going to New Orleans right here. We're actually a done deal.
So it is a done deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think Deshaun Watson will wind up getting a year suspension, regardless of what happens in court. I mean, you gave motherfucker suspension for less, so I mean, you gotta do something. I mean, and you know, if you watch this podcast, you know I'm all about the bullshit, and I've spoken the bullshit about the case, but when it comes down to the NFL, they gotta do something. I mean, if you're gonna suspend my man Ray Rice and then make an example out of it, you gotta do something with Deshaun Watson. I mean, this is about that.
But shit, then where did I leave Cleveland? Now Baker gone.
Figure it out, stupids. Like real talk. Like, okay, so you brought in Deshaun Watson, right? Kind of like Baker Mayfield, like, look, like we might be going a different direction, but you still ain't even do right by Baker.
Yeah.
You feel me? So now you lose Deshaun Watson for a fucking season. That's on y'all. I'm in New Orleans, even if I ain't starting behind Jameson, which means I know I will be starting soon. if I'm behind Jameson. No knock behind Jameson, but my knock by him is even though he is getting better, he can't stay healthy. Well, good hit on him. He's out. Baker's in, and he might take over the gig.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. You feel me?
That's what's gonna happen.
So it is what it is. So if he's really in New Orleans, if he's really in New Orleans, good for you. You'll have to start a job in no time.
Yeah, and he's tough too. He'll play hurt. You know, if anything about Baker, say what you want about his skill, he a tough ass white boy.
Right.
I'll give him that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So with that being said, who's your best receiver right now in the league?
The best receiver in the league is Shade. No.
Oh, we got no pipe of salt now. It's a receiver.
No. The best receiver right now is the white dude from LA. Cooper Kupp.
I'll give it to you.
I have to go.
He's definitely, and I would say my top 5.
Either Chase or Hill.
I'll give you all those. Like,
I mean, forgetting about the man who I thought was the best receiver last year, and depending on how it goes, will probably be the best receiver this year too. Devontae Adams, best red zone fucking wide receiver in the fucking league.
Yeah,
like I said, once you get inside the 20, just leave.
Right,
just leave. Just go. Just start walking down to the other side.
Ain't Adams in a different team now?
Yeah, as I said, depending on how it goes.
The Raiders.
And you forget, but you forget. What Kyrie was his quarterback. A lot of people forget about that.
Yeah, it's right.
So let's see how that happens. That could be another thing coming into fruition right there. Like,
I got
my man back. But I like 2 receivers neither one of y'all talked about. And if what's the fucking Cousins get his shit to keep it together.
Jefferson and Minnesota.
Them receivers is nice and they don't get a lot of props like they're supposed to. But you know,
I had Jefferson in my fucking fantasy. That nigga eats. That nigga eats well.
Nice.
Well.
So there's a lot. This receiving core in the league right now is definitely nice.
Right, because even the Bills, the receiver, the corner doing good. There was a receiver that the Bills picked up, and he doing good in preseason.
Is it preseason or
I mean not preseason, in OTAs.
Yeah.
Man,
Bills
come on.
Ain't gonna do nothing.
Man, we about to go to the bowl, baby.
Stop it, man.
I don't know.
That's my only problem with the Bills fans is that y'all, this Super Bowl dream shit.
It's there. This is our year right here.
And what's gonna happen? Y'all say that every year.
We're going to the bowl. We're gonna end up playing somebody like Dallas,
Kansas City.
You're not playing Dallas. As long as their coaching staff is their coaching staff, they will be going nowhere. Let's keep it moving. Who's your receiver? Well, you say you made a bunch of right?
Yeah, I said Devontae. I'm a real big fan of Devontae Adams, and I think Carr can get him the ball.
Right.
And you know they going. You know how the Raiders is. He gonna get targets. Whatever new receiver they always get, the motherfucker get targets. Cooper, whoever the fuck they got, they gonna get targets.
They got a nice one. They gave a decent defense. So let's just see that division is tough though.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be the toughest division.
San Diego coming up. Kansas City there. Denver gonna be.
You got it's the illest quarterback division in fucking football.
Right.
You got Herbert. You got Wilson, you got Carr, and then you got Mahomes.
And let's not sleep on the receivers that motherfucking Dallas. That Denver do that.
Yeah.
Sass and those boys, Judy and them boys, they nice, man. You know what I'm saying? And now what's name is out of his quote unquote criminal charges too, man. Look, get out here and go nuts.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
one thing I'm worried about is they lying. If they lying, can keep this nigga fucking clean.
Right, but hey, that's a good thing with the quarterback that they do have now. They haven't had a scrambling quarterback in a long time.
Yeah.
What the last scrambling quarterback they had? Aside, I think they had Tyrod for a year.
They had Tyrod. Tyrod.
That's about it. Oh well, I guess we call Tybo. Tybo. Excuse me. Tebow.
Yeah, my man.
A scramble-ish type quarterback.
Yeah, I guess you can count her. All right.
Then they have
and that was
Jake the Snake Plumber.
Yeah, but that's way back. I was gonna go back. I was gonna go back that far too, but I did. But yeah, they did have Jake. That's what he was known for. His legs is definitely moving. Looks like we answered all the questions except for one, which is who is it better? Okay. Who better deserves the max deal, Bill, Harden, or Levine? I think Bill is gone. I think he's out of Washington. I'm not for sure for that, so don't quote me. But I think he might be gone. Harden,
Levine,
But,
bro. Levine.
yeah. I mean, out of the three, I would say Levine. Here's my only problem with Harden is nothing really changed with his game but confidence. Somewhere down the line, in between Houston and Philly, he lost his confidence, yo. And if he can get that confidence back, I think we can see the old Harden. But something is missing.
But the difference is that his game can be altered that easily. Once you take away Harden's offense, he ain't got shit. Once he can't score, he ain't got shit. At least Levine play a little bit of defense.
Oh no, I'll give you that.
Levine could be on the wing. Even when he's having a bad game, he can still produce.
Well, here's my thing about Harden, though. What I mean about the confidence is we talk somebody that can get you 30 points a night. That got a jumper that can go to the right. They got their hand to do it all. Yeah. Somewhere down the line, something got out of his game. You feel me? What made Harden so special is what he can do. Because the motherfucker you get a Harden that's focused and injury free, you got you 30 plus a night, all 82 games. You feel me? And that's real talk. But I didn't know somewhere down the line. I don't know.
He got Nick Anderson. Remember what happened to Nick Anderson?
Yeah.
Nick Anderson used to be sweet until them free throws, and after that, he never was the same motherfucker ever again. Motherfucker, something might have happened where this nigga is not the same motherfucker ever again.
Yeah, man. Shit, like
Harden used to be sweet.
Shit, like my man, like with Andre Reed. Yeah, somebody to throw across the middle, playing the Giants.
Yeah.
He wasn't the same after that.
Same again. He definitely ain't do no 10
Was the same after that, Ivan? Was the same after that?
No, man.
They even tried to give him the Don Beebe helmet. Remember, he tried to give him the Don Beebe helmet. He wasn't the same. Like, no, I'm not running that route.
Yo,
I'm going straight. I'm gonna do this. Or I'm gonna do a post.
Right.
That's it. I'm not going in 10 and in.
You still got your mouse? Cause you know what? We gotta get your mouse, so we gotta get up.
I'm a Bobby. It's funny you say that. I was typing earlier with my script, and I was like, I ain't to break down and get me a mouse. I don't use it as much as I used to, the actual laptop itself. So
right, but I mean, sometimes like this, you ain't gotta get up and shit. You guys just started all that. You ain't gotta get up and do all that shit. Like last week we did.
Aren't we gonna do the whole joint in one or no?
I mean, there's 35 minutes on this. The shit I gotta talk about may take way longer than that.
Okay.
I mean, at least for the audio, the visual, that shit keep going and going and going. But this right here, the audio part, we have to stop. With that being said, if you ain't got no more spoil, I think we did answer and talk about everything on this paper pretty much.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That being said, come right back because she's got a rant and I got a lot of shit to rant about too. So, man, listen, we might get. On YouTube, we might get shut down after this one. So, you know what? We'll be right back. Peace.
Well, we're not piecing y'all. We're piecing it up.
Yeah, piecing it up. We're going to stay on with y'all like fuck y'all. That audio part, though, because we can't keep going on that part. So, Pipers, you say that. Once you save that.
Once you save that.
So, you're right back on to the next part.
Usually, we have exclusive stuff where we're not taping on here, but people get to hear it. Now it's going to be reversed. Now,
right, y'all get to see it. But ain't nothing really going on, though. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, usually.
What's this?
I don't know what the hell.
Lamar goes down, I guess.
Lamar, what episode is that?
60.
60?
Yep, 60. 60. I can give y'all an update on the deaf dude at my job.
Oh yeah, what's the give us an update on the deaf dude. I forgot.
Yeah, I ain't about to say because I ain't been able to show up to shows and shit, but I still had to go to work.
Yeah. What's up with that?
I was still seeing this motherfucker, so now I done figured out. You know what I'm saying? A way like I keep a nice little permanent marker and a little pad right above the microwave and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It'll eliminate a lot of the communication problems we have. I curse a lot on this pad. I hope nobody ever finds the remnants or the
contents of
the contents of, because some of this shit is fucked up what I be saying to this motherfucker. But he's a shooting last time. It's a motherfucker who's deaf who uses his impairment to be fucking lazy as fuck at work. And I'm fucking starting to get sick and tired.
Got a lot of them.
You don't have a lot of them. You got a lot of lazy people. You ain't got a lot of
lazy
deaf people playing lazy because
like I said, I'm not bullshitting.
Right, that's different.
You know what I'm saying? He's really deaf. I'm not saying that he's faking like he's deaf or something. No, he's really deaf. He just happen to be fucking lazy.
Yeah, I'm saying, we're still recording while you're back there flicking and clicking. So be careful what you're clicking on.
Oh yeah, careful with like oh shit.
Don't put your popping up in the back.
Yeah, I'm about to say that'd be crazy. She'd be mad as fuck. And I know
this is live right now. Yeah, this is live.
She'd be calling you, be like, motherfucker.
But if you saved that, did you save it? Because I don't know if you did.
It's still going.
Okay. So you did that. All right,
Okay,
cool.
so
All right, so shit, look. Oh, wait. I don't wait for that. Oh, actually, we don't.
I don't wait for that.
Give me a second.
No can do.
All right, listen.
we back, y'all.
We back? We back.
Hey, I just want to say, starting next week, the mini faces of Pipers, I got a new character.
Okay, you got a new one.
I got a new character.
I just got like 17 faces.
Yeah,
now.
but
I
you,
love
but
this shit.
what,
He got
what,
more
what's
than
this, what is
Jay-Z.
this one? This one, you know, does it got something with him, or is this it's a character?
It's a character.
Yeah, well,
It's
what's
many
this?
faces of Pipers.
So
we ain't
what-
gonna say what it is. We just go.
All right,
We're
well,
gonna do it.
well, we
right.
don't get into my motherfucking shit because I had a lot of shit to get on my chest.
Oh yeah.
Well, hold up,
First-
before you start off, so which pipers we gonna get to? Because this has been regular pipers today. I need a pipers. And this pipe
Yeah,
is
you
gonna
gonna
be
get a
good.
pipe.
This
You
pipe
gonna-
is
you
gonna be quiet.
This pipe is gonna be
Nah.
quiet.
Especially where I'm about to start with right here too. I know this pipe is gonna be quiet. Well, listen, this part is sort of part I'm about to talk about right now. Definitely want to get into the Roe versus Wade thing. That's a whole nother subject. We definitely get into that. But this is what I want to talk about right now. It has something to do with sports, but it kind of don't. So here's what my first rant is about. I'm watching the commissioner of the PGA Tour talk, and he's talking about changing the tournaments and dropping some, doing some, all types of changes to try to keep up with the live tournament. Let me start by saying this. People in the PGA Tour and around the world is upset because people are jumping shit to go over here to this live tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Basically, their two complaints is one, the competition is not going to be the same as it is in the PGA. Let's just keep it real when we know that. You feel me? Two, they want to talk about all the bad things, quote unquote, that associates with the Arab community. Now, I'll be the first to say I don't condone any of these things that I'm about to talk about. But if we're going to talk about the Arab country, and you're going to bring this up because actually we wouldn't even talk about this through the PGA if they didn't make competition for the PGA. So let's talk about it. One of their complaints was the fact that Arab community has a lot to do with kid trafficking. The last I checked, Arab, China, Mexico, and the U.S. are all the biggest countries when it comes to drug trafficking. And if your government is going to lay in bed with them, and I ain't talking about just laying in bed, I'm talking about stroking in the bed, laid in bed with them, what makes you so good to be able to do business with them too when your government is in bed with them all the way through? That's just number one. If we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. Here's my second thing problem with this. Before I get on my rant about these particular people, let me just say this. 9/11 family, I'm sorry for your loss. What happened to 9/11 in all parts of 9/11, when it comes to the towers, when it comes to the buildings on the street, when it comes to the Pentagon, it was wrong. And my condolences and my heart goes out to your family. But this is what I'm about to get on y'all niggas and y'all motherfuckers about right here. Let's stop acting. Okay, before I get into that. Once again, this has to do with the PGA Tour. So they're upset about that with the Arab family, right? And then after all this, the quote-unquote 9/11 family of the people that still associate themselves with the PGA put out a statement. And the statement consists of them complaining about the Arab community knocking down the towers. Okay. Let's talk about it. We know who knocked down the towers. So you're going to put this statement up, if it was even real by the 9/11 family. So you're going to put this statement up about 9/11 to make people be like, oh, yeah, I forgot about 9/11. The Arabs did knock down the towers. Let's talk about the truth because nobody would want to hear that. The information about what really happened to America is out there for you. To keep blaming another nation for what happened in America is ignorant and naive. This is my point about it. And you can sit there and say whatever you want, but the proof is out there about what really happened here during 9/11. Let's throw it out there. I know the panel's gonna be a little quiet about this one, but you know what? It's just the fucking truth. Enough is enough with not telling the fucking truth. Like doing all that shit on TV talking about, oh, you know what? The 9/11, you know, we feel bad because they're messing with the Arab community and this and that. Come on, man. Come on, man. The facts is out there. on everything that happened with 9/11. The facts is out there. Your president, George W. Bush Jr., knocked down those fucking towers. So we have a reason to go over there to look for weapons of mass destruction that we still haven't found yet. And it's 2022. Let's talk about it. Or am I going to be the only one to talk about it?
No shit.
No, the reason why I'm letting you go is because I think for the first time in 3 years, you actually ran it, and I don't think you actually offended everybody. You pre-apologized for a lot of shit before you went in. I'm really fucking proud of you.
I tried to do that before. What do you mean?
No, usually you just go off and be like, listen, motherfuckers, this is what it is. And then you'll apologize afterwards after we done told you the shit was fucked up.
But enough is enough. Like, yo, the proof is out there. Like, damn, how many motherfucking videos and documents and all this stuff that got to come out here for you to actually realize what really happened here.
One of my problems is, and just like you said, it kind of all stems from the PGA live fucking beef. And my thing is, why is there even a beef? America is supposed to be built off a healthy competition, non-monopolies. They actually have rules and laws.
And this is the problem.
Monopolies.
The PGA want to monopolize golf, and now they realize they can't because somebody on their body. This is what my problem is right here. You feel me?
This is my thing. If you that nice and you treat your players and do whatever, and you so much better than Liv, then just be better than them niggas. You could be better than niggas, and you'll get the top-notch golfers by being better than niggas. If you're not getting the top-notch golfers, you need to change something about how the fuck you do things.
Right.
And the problem is they know that they can lose people to PJL because, like the commissioner said, with his own mouth, we know we can't keep up when it comes to the dough. We can't. So our best bet is to try to give out more money, change the tournaments, and keep it competitive, keep people wanting to stay play here.
Right.
Is right now their host is on the young boys and all the shit that McElroy has been talking about to try to keep the motherfucking PGA Tour because motherfuckers are jumping shit.
Yes.
Anytime you can get off of $100 million and you've been on a PGA Tour in 10, 12 years and still haven't even got close to that, of course you're going to jump shit. And you're getting that guaranteed. This is why they didn't even play in the tournament. Well, look, I'm in the live. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I can play a tournament one because these niggas don't give a fuck. As long as I show up for their shit, they don't. That's the thing about it. You see how it was reversed? They rats don't give a fuck what you do on the PGA.
No, not at all.
They not sitting here beefing with the motherfuckers. They just like, hey, we offered the nigga money. He could say yeah, he could have said no. The nigga said yes, and now he with us.
Right.
That's it.
I'm saying not all business is good business. So I get that. But you know me trying to bring up shit that you know your own country is in bed with. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
We are so fucking embedded with the ARAC community for shit that we got here in our own land. That's just another fucking subject.
And if I was them, I'd be upset. Knowing that we didn't do that shit because they got the same access to the same information that we got access to.
Now, come on, man.
It's the World Wide Web.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really pissed me off about that. And I was sitting there watching. I was going nuts with the people. They was laughing at me because they like, see, you wild. But like, no, like, why would you do that? Like, why would you bring 9/11 into the fact that it's another, you got competition out here because that's what it's really about.
Yeah.
Because if the Live didn't talk about that shit, y'all would be talking about how the ARAC community has something to do with the 9/11 and attacks. So come on, stop it.
Yeah.
We only hear about 9/11 when it's 9/11. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
They got a 9/11 week. By the 9/12, it's over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And once again, no disrespect to the people and the family that did have something that, but this is just real talk. Now, my delivery might be fucked up, but it just is what it is.
No, you're doing good.
You feel me?
You're doing good.
You know, my man Patty was doing good. You doing good.
I don't gotta get a tire, no shit like that. Like you all right. Like I said, I'm proud of you. I'm fucking proud.
Yo,
that's what I'm talking about.
This shit, like enough is enough. I've been waiting for this shit. I've been keeping this shit like.
I've been keeping this shit. Fuck up.
Because I'm like, yo, that shit is just not cool, man. I mean, just look at your fucking facts. I want to get into 9/11 facts. That's a whole episode in itself.
Yeah. But that to me, that just shows a sign of weakness. Like you bring up something that, like for instance, if the same thing happened in basketball, football, you bring something that's off the field, non-football or whatever related.
Right. To try to diminish somebody's credibility or character and shit. Like, come on, man.
Or try to play on the heroism or the Americanism of who's leaving. Like Phil Mickelson's like, well, I am an American.
Right.
Like,
and you hear something, and the only reason why they haven't quote unquote been on his body as much as it is because they playing an age card. Oh, he's 50. Yeah. Like he's good, but he's not as good as he used to be. We understand he go there and get that money. It's okay. But when Dennis Johnson or whatever that young boy bounced,
right.
Oh, it was fucking hell.
Yeah.
He couldn't even have an interview without talking about that.
Yep.
And he was still on the PGA tour. He's like, yo, I want to talk about the tour that I'm on right now.
Yeah.
He couldn't even get that in.
You think Tiger's gonna switch?
No, Tiger never switched. That's because he just switched in bed with the PJ. And when PJ come endorsements come money, you ain't about to fuck up none of your money.
Yeah.
You feel me? And as we know right now, Nike run it all.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, you know what I mean? And you ain't fucking up that Nike money.
No.
Now, since I got that out my chest, and I actually feel really good, so this next one probably will be less aggressive, is this whole reversal of abortions. This shit is nuts. I just want to say that it's so sad to see the world's quote unquote #1 country go backwards in history instead of forwards. Not just with women's rights, which is fucking ridiculous that we got to go through this. Like all the shit they fought for in 1973 is 2022, and that shit just out the fucking window. And if you think about it, that's what 73 is what 48 years ago,
48,
49. It's not even 50 years ago, man. Like, come on, like what is happening? From just for women's rights, but for fucking racism, like all this shit is just fucking crazy. We supposed to be getting ahead for the racism, getting better with women's rights and women's pay, women's everything. And this here just made everything go fucking backwards, and it's fucking nuts, man. You feel me? Like I don't, and I'll be the first one to say I ain't even with abortions like that. You feel me? I don't look at abortions as a birth control. That's fucked up. You feel me? But there's a flip side coin of that. What about a female that gets pregnant doesn't know that she has complications and need to have an abortion to save her life?
Yeah.
Or
rape.
How many young girls get raped by somebody, even a family member, get pregnant? Now you gotta tell that person that they got to have that rape baby, quote unquote. I'm sorry, the word's fucked up, but it is what it is. To have that rape baby, you can't. Now, I mean that's just crazy. Shouts out to California, New York for not letting that shit go down in their states.
Yeah. But this is my thing about it, and I think I'm gonna make a top 10 about it next week. I was just thinking about it actually on the drive over here. Okay, fine. We just talked about the Roe versus Wade, 40-year-old rule, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many laws are still in place to like keep Black and brown people down that haven't even been thought about being changed. But I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna come up with a top 10 of rules that while you changing shit, while we remixing shit, while we signing shit.
Right.
Let's sign some other shit.
Out of all the things that's going on in the world, this is our focus is abortion. Like, we shouldn't be able to tell what a motherfucker do with their body. If that's the case, we should tell people they shouldn't get as many tattoos, or they shouldn't wear glasses, or they shouldn't have as many kids as they have. But what they do with their body is what they do. But here is what we're talking about in Congress right now.
Yeah. Well,
not the fact about everything is up in prices, but we all know why.
Yeah.
You feel me? Not the fact that our country is down in education. Not the fact that our country is down when it comes to motherfucking everything. We're focused on old laws about abortion and what women can do with their body is fucking blows my mind.
Right. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think it seems like we talked about it a million times on the podcast. I don't believe that that's important. I believe that they're focusing on this to shed our minds from something else that's real deal. That's going on.
Right.
We have no idea about this shit.
Right. Like this racial war that we have in this country right now.
Look at this. Look at this. But I'm doing this
shit.
Right. Because that's boom. Here go a gun, nigga.
First it was COVID-19. Then it was the racial, the Floyd joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now this thing on Jefferson. And now you want to hit us with abortion? So we all focusing on arguing about this, but then
and it's still
what's happened behind us?
There's still mass shootings going on right now to this day.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's because you don't hear about it, because how you hear about mass shootings is like a certain amount of people had to get dead before you actually hear about it. The reason why Buffalo was so profound because so many people got shot. And the number to the death was just as many as people got shot. So now it's like
the school joint.
And you know what I'm saying? I have my own thing about that school shit, but that's a whole other thing. I spoke about my man Lamar about that shit.
Right.
Some people think I might be crazy about it, but it just is what it is. I don't know.
Did y'all see any of that the attack on the Capitol? Did you see any of the hearings?
No.
Yo, the hearings, man, they coming out of the woodworks. Like they trying to say that Donald Trump actually told them people to go do that.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all.
There's videos of people who saying like, "Yo,"
and he wanted to go down there, but
I was paid to be at the Capitol.
But the Secret Service said no because it was a mass of people, so they kept him away. But once he did that little speech, he was like, "Oh, Morris Code. He ain't gonna deliberately say, but if you put the pieces together,
Man,
Go
what
out there and
about
do
what
that.
about that truck of that McDonald's 48 protest about abortion? What about that?
That too.
That's fucking
That
crazy,
too.
man.
That
That's
too.
crazy. That's
Did y'all hear about the I was telling Tawana, they do train travel because we ain't heard about
the derailment of
derailment.
the Amtrak
Right.
joint.
And
Yeah.
the Amtrak joint hit a truck. Who don't say that somebody
But
crashed
damn,
that truck
shit.
there?
I was reading the joint. They said something was wrong with the track though. Before they even hit the truck.
See, that could be a second.
You know what I mean? So
Another
that's
sabotage.
just,
Kill some more people. But they
you
just,
know,
who was on that train?
I can't voice about what's happening in other countries. I'm quite sure they probably don't have as much race shit going on in there, but this shit is crazy, man.
Yeah, and then I see something about the Russians. They so far up into Ukraine that they might take over Moldova. I met a young lady that was an exchange student that the Pagulas hired. She was from Moldova, and the war is still going on.
You know what? And this might sound fucked up what I'm about to say, but some countries got to handle their own business, man.
Right,
you feel me? Because this country is so fucked up right now, man. Like this focusing on other people's problems right now might sound fucked up, country, but we have our own right now. And we need to start focusing on the fact that this shit is gonna get worse before it get better.
Right.
If you think these prices is up for a reason, because they are. Do you think that the government was give these motherfuckers these stimulus money without getting their money back? You got to be fucking out their mind. Yeah. So sit here and deal with these highest prices of gas and all that shit. Because let's be honest, a lot of people want to tell me like, oh, America gets their oils from a rig that's in Russia, and the war can affect our gas prices. No, it's not. Come on, man. Not when we can fucking get our own gasoline oil here, right from this own fucking country.
We do get our. We do get our own oil.
How the fuck would it bother us? When I heard the president come out of his own motherfucking mouth talking about releasing 100 and some million barrels of gasoline, if you got that much hold up, then why the fuck is the prices up? You know why the prices up? And Trump told us too. A lot of things I didn't want to listen to Trump because he said a lot of stupid asshole things, and I ain't condoning any of that shit. But he did say to you, and I quote, once Biden gets to office, everything will go up.
Yep, everything will go up.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you trade in a pedophile for a hair sniffer.
Yes.
So I mean, however you want it, you feel me? One can speak to the public, right? The other one can't. I mean, these things I'm saying is not like I'm making a shit up. Look at the videos. That's all I do is sniff little girls' hair. I mean, if touching on them and sniffing hair is not in the same hair as shit, pedophiles being a pedophile. I don't walk around smelling little girls' hair. I wouldn't want to smell my stink. I mean, listen, her hair flashed past me and it smells got away. I ain't laying this like this is just weird. That's my granddad. That's my aunt. You know me, she plastered all everything I do. I don't go around smelling her hair. It's weird. It's weird. Fucking weird. This country needs change, man.
And they change bad.
And people of all races, it's time to step up if you're tired of the bullshit. Like, saying it's enough of saying one demographic gotta do it for another. No. Humanity has to do it for humanity. You feel me? People with a fucking conscience and the right state of mind that has people that they had to look over, have to do right by them. What's happening right now in our government is we got the wrong people looking after us, where they only give a fuck about their agendas and not the people. Yeah. And until that changes, it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
We have to figure out how to get the old out and the new in that's not corrupted by the old. Hear what I just said. Get the new out with the new in that's not corrupted by the old. Because you can have the new people as you want in there. But if the old is in their ear and buying them off, what difference does it make?
Yeah.
You got a young face doing old shit.
Yeah.
We need change, man. And change bad. And it's got to be more than just race.
Yeah. Skynet is
coming. Has to be humanity itself. It can't be just about color anymore. Because if we're going to wait on color, not to cut you off, we're going to wait on color, especially when it comes to us. I ain't talking about Hispanics because they got their shit together when it comes to being together. But when it comes to us, we can't come together. So we need humanity to come together with us to make this shit change. Because if we got to sit back and wait on us, it'll never happen.
Yeah.
We're too materialistic and too caught up in what individuals should do and what they're doing instead of being about what we should do for everybody. And I don't think that's going to change when it comes to the black community anytime soon. That's coming from a black person. So If you're any other race, you ain't got to worry about it because it ain't none racist.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say like you know what you're right. I think I might have to put my bid in for president. What's it? Would it be 2028?
Shit, it can't be higher. What qualifications you need? Because what? I mean, Kanye did it.
He showing up.
All you need is either the money or somebody to back you.
Well,
yeah,
you know what?
That's it. You need a strong backing.
Is James Pitts still alive? Because I know James Pitts personally. If he around, well, not personally, but if he around, I know I can talk some things.
Oh, James Pitts. Yeah.
Back in the day, I used to be in his office on a regular basis as a kid, but
him and Arthur Weed.
Right. Them classic days.
Yeah.
Classic.
My name is Lamar Lanier Washington. I'm running for president of the United States. You heard?
Yeah.
The 2020 campaign has begun.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Listen, real talk. Trump showed me how easy it was. So to talk about we got to go through Congress and all that shit. Trump sat down the day of the White House and signed shit off.
Yeah.
I don't even want to hear it. He came in and muscled our government. That's one thing I can say about Trump. He ain't give a fuck, man.
Yeah.
He's
the most gangster president we ever had. I give him that.
Yeah, that's true. He was definitely.
You might have disagreed with what his end game was, but the way he went to get to his end game was some G shit. He didn't give a fuck about nobody or nothing.
Ain't that motherfucker ran without even thinking he's gonna win.
Yep.
That motherfucker won like, wait, what? Who? Oh, I'm about to fuck up some shit.
Like you won what? Like president of what? The United States of what? Which America?
Yeah, but I'm just pissed off that Brittany Griner ain't got home yet.
That's a bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
I could have sworn she been home.
And some of these newscasts has been showing more light on the situation. And ever since that the representative from Dallas went to go get her, a lot of reports is coming out now. So they were saying that they suspected her to have marijuana or drugs because she had a weed pen. You know what I'm saying? So, and the only reason why Russia held her, contained her, is because of the war between Russia and Ukraine. The United States is funding Ukraine government with, money for supplies and more of those Scud missiles or whatever.
Ain't it crazy? As soon as that shit,
they not in the war. They in the war, but they not in the war.
Ain't crazy when as soon as that shit happened, that's everything was for the Ukraine.
Yeah.
I saw the guy, it's a war to Ukraine. I went to the motherfucking store and like, buy this bag of chips. Donate a quarter to Ukraine. Like, wait, the war just started 15 minutes ago. How the fuck am I donating to Ukraine?
How they help that fast?
Like, damn.
But they
got some type of irony
over there as a pawn, because she's the only celebrity, because we look up to Brittany Griner in women's basketball. She's a baller. But she's the only celebrity that was over there. And she played.
But this is the thing about foreign places.
Over there.
This is the thing about foreign places, foreign nations. They rules ain't the same. No, I wouldn't have doubt what happened to Brittany Griner might have happened at anybody anytime.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And she's American.
That's what I'm saying.
She's a woman.
Right.
She's a gay American woman.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Over there, they frown that shit. They kill you if you gay over there.
I just think if she was any other athlete, like if that was Steph Curry over there, they would have been over there. And they'd be like, yo,
right.
Don't let my nigga out now.
Fucking, and they would get real deal SWAT. Like they would get like fucking Sylvester Stallone, Dolph Lundgren.
You know what they'll do? They'll call what's the name? It'll be like they'll call Putin like they did fucking what's the name in the Avengers joint. Remember she was tied to the chair?
Yeah.
They called it like it's for you. They be calling Putin. He be on the golf course like it's for you. It be U.S. government like listen, let LeBron go.
Let LeBron go.
Look up. No. Look up. Yeah. So look. We could do this your way or my way. Let him go. And it's over.
Release King James.
Oh, you okay? Okay,
cool.
Gotta
get her out of
man, right, y'all.
Well, just like Caesar said, she's big, but she's not big enough. If she was big enough, if she was one of those top tier, where I think every sport might have about 20 or 25. Top tier athlete.
And the sad part,
she wouldn't be over there that long.
The sad part, she's a top tier athlete in what she do.
What she do.
She's a woman, and I just got through talking about that.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's the sad part about it.
You're
it's like, for example, if she was that was like fucking like Gilbert Arenas or something over there.
Yeah.
Hey, leave his ass over there. Cool.
Okay.
You know what I mean? With the upper echelon motherfucker, like, okay, fuck that. Fuck a motherfucker that's playing right now.
Right.
Do you think they would leave MJ over there in a prison.
Oh hell no.
No, they'd be triple fucking.
Tom
Listen.
Brady,
No,
Hell
hell no.
And with MJ, you know, they would have him probably trying to make sneakers like he make the sneakers and shit.
Right.
And
I don't make the sneakers.
If
My
MJ was
nigga.
over there, they said the National Guard. If Tom Brady was over there, they said in the Marine.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
no, but
They
look,
said it the special forces.
this was special forces for Michael. Because what you got to understand, he just said a hood style.
Yeah,
He's
no,
a world
he's
star.
a world
But we
star.
gotta
Think
remember
about
to
it,
get him.
America treats men different than women anyway.
Right.
So, okay, let's boom. I think if Serena was over there, they drop everything to get her.
Yeah, they might
yeah,
drop.
they
might drop for Serena.
Yeah,
They might drop for
I
Serena.
think they would. Yeah, I think they would.
Yeah, I
There's
can
not
see
many
that.
females they would drop before, but Serena's one of the
And
females.
Serena got other country connections too.
Right.
So other
Yeah.
countries like, yo, hey America, go get Serena or
Hell yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this:
Yeah.
if Oprah was over there,
Yeah,
Oprah ain't going. Listen,
They
they're not
go
getting
get
Oprah.
They
Oprah.
gonna,
No, they're not
unfortunately,
gonna
they
get-
gonna- Oprah's that big, bro. I know you don't like her,
But
but
I don't
Oprah's
think they'll
that big
get
enough
Oprah,
to go
though.
get.
They gonna get Oprah.
No, I'm saying I don't
She
think.
own
I
a
don't
whole
think
fucking
they
TV
No. What I mean, no, I know
Yeah.
America's going to go get her, but I mean,
Yeah.
is I don't think the other countries will fuck with her because of who she is.
Oh yeah, no, that's
They're like,
Right,
oh, that's so
right,
terrific.
right,
She's the
right.
only one that can go.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Everybody else follow me.
Yeah,
Real talk. Real
No,
talk.
I think if the bigger the star or the bigger the person is,
Bigger the name, basically.
name.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
Brittany's big to us, but she's not big around the world.
Right.
So,
No, she's not
like she
big
said,
around
they
the
go
world.
get Serena because she's
Right.
all right.
If Bobby Brown was over there, they'll say,
oh, Bobby, you're all set.
Yeah, Bobby, you're all
So you got to be like Tyler
Right,
Swift or
But if
something.
it was
yeah.
Brad
If
Pitt,
you were Whitney,
or-
that'd be
or-
different. But Bobby, we're not going to
Yeah,
get
they're not
Bobby.
going to get Bobby.
If she was alive and they both was over there, bring Whitney and leave Bobby.
You see how they let Oprah go, right? They like, when they give the gun? Bobby, not so much.
Not so much.
Right.
He be walking out and saying, whoa, where you?
Yeah, that's,
Where you
that's
going?
crazy.
Go ahead and
That's
tell
crazy.
her
That's crazy.
You're right here with that.
But
Shit,
Oh,
Beyonce?
Beyonce,
Beyonce, listen. In a
oh no,
heartbeat.
no.
Well, Beyonce got to
was
worry
over there,
about it.
no, I-
Other countries want to get beat up.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
She be like, oh, the USA coming, don't worry about it. I'll make another
Hell
motherfucker.
yeah. It'll be 7
Hell yeah.
countries
What?
at their doorstep.
This
They
shit,
just
right.
love it.
The
you know?
Vatican, the fucking Vatican going to get her.
Yeah.
We're not
You seeing the Pope out there and shit.
Like, listen, get Beyonce out this motherfucker right now.
Yo,
You be seeing them
yeah,
coming down the
yo,
little what's the name, the little
okay,
carriage
but
pumping
that-
on the
right.
single ladies.
Right.
He said you're going like this.
Right. Like they'll go get somebody like Tom Cruise. They'll get him.
Oh, Tom Cruise.
They'll get Tom
Oh,
Cruise.
yeah,
They'll get
Tom
Denzel.
Cruise, Denzel.
Yeah, they'll go get Denzel. They'll go get Denzel.
What's my man? Ocean's 11.
George Clooney.
George Clooney.
Ah!
George Clooney. Yo.
You said Brad Pitt, yeah. You said Brad Pitt, yeah.
They might even go over there for Matt Damon. I don't know about
Yeah, George Clooney.
They might even go over there for Matt Damon. Like,
George Clooney depends on what country.
They'll
Russia
go
is
get him,
all
but-
set.
But like they'll wait,
gotta-
like
yeah.
yeah, like somebody going out, but they taking that long to get ready.
Right,
That's
right.
like-
Like, yeah,
like
we gonna
what
get him. We
Jackson
gonna get him.
said.
Like yeah, just hold up.
That's like when I got locked up and shit. I know I could post bail, but they told the person they told just not to post a bail because I was getting old iron. I didn't know that. I was in jail going nuts.
Yeah.
Like why I get posted there? Like I'm in there like yo.
Yo,
They was taking their time with
Yeah,
me.
they
They know I gotta
take
let the nigga out.
One
Hell
time,
yeah.
me and Rivers and some people, we go to Canada. They let all of them go, but kept me.
Oh yeah,
I
see.
had to stay the
Okay, 'cause
night
you
there.
need
Yeah,
They ain't coming
You got
to
the
get
criminal
me.
record.
And look at everybody's rap sheet, and they was like, okay, you can go. No,
No. Oh, brother.
They read your file.
Over,
They read your file.
over a marijuana seed.
Oh shit.
It was a seed.
That was back then though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's what I'm
I
saying.
was
Yeah, that's
mad
what
as
I'm saying.
hell. They ain't come get me.
Yeah, that
I
shit was
mad as
taboo,
hell.
my nigga.
Yeah,
You go
that's
over the border
nothing now.
smelling like weed.
Yeah,
back
that's
in the day, you
nothing
get
now,
detained. Like, you know what I mean?
They like, listen,
We ain't
bro.
find no weed on you, but you smell kind of like.
Yeah. You go there now, they go like, yeah.
Listen to it for a couple
Don't give a
minutes.
fuck about that shit.
Hell no.
But
I
yeah,
shit on
man.
my
So
man
it's just.
then. If Michael Jackson was over it, no, I don't even think.
But
that
Michael
like-
Jackson-
Well, Michael Jackson got a song called
Michael Jackson's worldwide.
Yeah,
Like,
he worldwide. Yeah,
They wouldn't-
Strange. He got a song called Stranger in Moscow. So
Yeah.
and then the song like
Yeah, that's-
KGB watching me and some shit like that. So I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
if he be in Russia that long. He
Yeah.
was like, look, I'm doing my joint from the airport.
Yeah.
I'm doing my shit right here next to the plane.
Right, hell yeah.
Maybe fuck around, I'm out of here.
They wouldn't fuck with
Boom, walk right back.
Yep, that's right.
Speaking of Michael, bro, shout out to the internet. And I'm gonna give the internet a shout out because there are things the internet do provide that's not all bullshit. It's just that
Sure, I
I get
agree.
caught up in the bullshit. But
I agree.
look at I'm not a real Facebook person anymore. I'll post some shit, and you might not even know I'm on Facebook for another 6 months. But what I do like to do on Facebook is watch videos. And I didn't realize how real Michael Jackson songs were. So it's this guy that posts his Michael Jackson songs, to be Michael Jackson songs a cappella without the music. And when you look at his words and hear, you be like, Michael was on some shit before motherfuckers was even really talking about this shit.
Right.
And that's real talk,
Right.
man. He was
Like,
definitely a lot more than.
Can I get one cigarette?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! I don't even want to water
No,
bottle.
but you're right. If you don't play the instrument, I mean the music part, if you just hear the lyrics,
He talking
Mike,
some shit.
Mike was talking about some shit.
Yeah, he definitely was.
He was talking about some shit.
He knew he got to the point where he could say whatever he wanted. Like he
Right.
would have to be socially
and nobody
conscious.
was gonna say
And
that
nobody
about
would
it.
say anything.
Because
Ain't
honestly,
once
the
you
song-
got, I was like, once you got motherfuckers that don't even speak English passing
Right.
out over you when you come there,
Yeah,
you at that point.
And he ain't even. All he did was this.
I remember. I remember
He do one move. Ah!
watching the Michael Jackson concert on HBO and the project with Dewan and Deshaun, mama. Shout out to my sons. And Michael Jackson come on, and he's singing a song, and motherfucker pause. But in between him saying the last little word, when you hear him crying, I'm hearing sniffles. I look next to me. My baby mama is boo-hooing like a motherfucker. I'm looking at her like, Michael done got your ass too. Because in the midst of me saying that, I look at my TV screen and this motherfucker security pulling out 30 motherfuckers from in front of his screen. People just like this fucking crying to pass the fuck out. When you have that kind of effect on the world, that's a big thing.
That's a mean thing.
I could never have powers like that. It would definitely be used for evil. I'm sorry. I just telling you the truth. And that's simply human powers right there. That's nothing super.
Yeah.
That's just regular powers right there. I cannot have it. I tell you that now.
I tell you that right now.
I have nothing what they have stuff like that. No. I don't yeah, man. It's
he would just go over to me, just like, oh, this is cold over there, cold as hell over there. Heal the world.
No. You want to talk about
touch it like that?
You want to talk about moonwalking the bitches? I'd have been pulling them all up on the stage. You coming home with me tonight?
Yeah. Would you mind if I come?
Yeah, but I mean, especially on social media, they've been showing a lot of Michael Jackson, the full length videos of Michael Jackson, and those shits is just,
he has some that was like movies and shit.
Yeah, some of his videos was all like movies, a 30-minute, 45-minute, maybe an hour.
He was the first to do it
because once they had to cut some of it just to put it on TV time.
Yeah,
they made everything like 45 seconds or 45. You know what I mean? Yeah. What songs were 3-minute songs, 4-minute songs.
Videos we had
videos be a half an hour.
A
quick half-an-hour movie and shit.
Right.
Hell yeah. But it's like he got to that point. Who's gonna tell him not to? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta remember, by the time Thriller came out, this nigga was already a superstar.
Yeah.
Before Thriller came out, he was singing since he was 6.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He already a superstar.
That song, they don't really care about us, man. When I heard that song, I said, yo.
I know that song.
And I've sung that song to myself.
Yeah.
Plenty of times, word for word.
Yeah.
But to actually hear the meaning of the words behind it made me go to this particular dude page and look up more Michael Jackson songs he had acapella, and I was blown away. Like, yo, Michael was on that shit about social justice and all that. Yeah, Man in the Mirror. Shit, the song Simple Black and White.
Yeah, Black and White.
Like that joint simply acapella. Like, yo.
And that's
some real
and that's
shit.
About racism and shit like that.
It really is.
And this shit going on right now.
It definitely is. And the little happy little beat with it. Black and white, and you dancing, face and shape. I was trying to bang to that motherfucker too with that boy.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? You're not even really thinking about it because you caught up in a Michael Jackson melody.
Yeah.
But you go back and you actually read the word like, yo,
this nigga's a low-key fucking genius.
Dirty Diana. Didn't know he was talking about Diana Ross.
Yeah.
Okay, real talk though. Before we end this, let me just switch that. Did you know that the Prince song was actually about the devil and Jehovah?
Which Prince song?
Purple Rain?
No. Let's Go Crazy.
Oh shit, I did not know
Whenever you get a sec,
I like
read the words of the song. And the only reason what made me look is because I forgot where I was listening to it at, and a footnote popped up. I said, what the fuck? This ain't a church song like a lit. And I go read the words. and holy shit.
Wow.
I love that song. Let's go.
I'm saying, yo, it makes you forget. Yo,
that shit. Damn, they probably think it was getting at niggas in some happy shit.
but what you don't forget is that Prince grew up Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, I want to share an experience. When Prince first, when it was Prince or Michael Jackson, and I was listening to Prince music, and I had no, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. I had some headphones on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And just listen to the music and the instrumental and the guitar riffs and all that shit. I could almost hear, like satanic messages in his music. And that kind of had me blown like, damn. Especially when you put the earphones on.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
In some of his music.
Okay. What year was this? It was like. You were.
I graduated in '88, so
he wasn't quite with Swan yet.
Right.
So, question: when you were listening to this particular music, were your blunts laced with cocaine?
No,
not at that time.
Not at that time.
Okay, I was just trying to figure out what kind of satanic shit you talking about.
I'm about to say, what you say the same when you put shit in reverse.
You see how Colin went about, like,
this was more of my childhood years because there was a lady that lived around the corner, and she was Jehovah's Witness, and she would play certain songs backwards. But when I was in high school and they was teaching me propaganda techniques, you know what I'm saying? When people make music or they show a video, they put certain things in there to get your mind, that inner thought of your mind to grab onto. So music was one of them. Instead of playing the song backwards, they actually play the song. And if you really hear the instrumentals, the beat, the lyrics, everything that was into that song, you can hear like a satanic message.
Going backwards.
No, just playing it.
I'm going regular.
Just going regular.
Oh,
because she used to play because she used to do it backwards, and you could hear all that.
I got beef with that because every fucking even church music sounds satanic when you
play it backwards.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Everything.
But if you ever play it,
put it reverse. It's like fucking Ace Ventura. Who wants to go in reverse?
Right. But if you do like Christian music, some Christian music is if you just hear it and you are holy, you're thinking a positive of it.
Yeah.
But then if you just hear it and just really listen
so you say it's some frequencies.
It could be.
And so certain frequencies and songs here's the demonic shit.
Right.
I
just like if they show you a picture of something, you can see the word sex written in it. It could be like the Marlboro Man. Somebody taking a picture and smoking a cigarette. But if you really look, you can see certain symbols in there that spell sex or that make you sexy. If you smoke this brand of cigarette, I'm sexy.
Well, that's just advertisement. That's advertisement. Yeah, that's just advertisement. My thing,
but that's what I learned.
Yeah, because I went to advertising class. I thought somebody said this before when they were showing like the burgers and the sandwiches, how they make them look hot. And if you notice, if you never bite into their sandwiches, right?
No,
it's always those little nibbles because the outside of whatever you eat is done. The inside isn't because that steaming is hot is the thing they press on it.
Right.
Make it look hot.
Right.
So it's not even really done.
Looks good on TV.
When they use dry ice on the outside of it to make it.
I seen dry ice too.
Right.
It's all about pictures.
They make the food look good on TV.
Close-ups and all that shit.
Go get that. Then when you actually go get the shit.
And that's the shit I want them to advertise. Would your company do well if you actually advertise how they putting out that food? Like, for example, you can't go to a McDonald's and do a dive in and dives. So when you do that, when somebody do something like that, like, damn, I'm actually seeing this food made in the back. So if they just look like this when it comes to the table, and look like that in the back. You feel me? Before it gets to me. Yeah. With McDonald's, what you get in the back is what you get in the front. What you see on TV ain't what you get. And it ain't just McDonald's, it's everyone.
Pizza Hut.
That's everyone. You can't really count pizza because you pick up a slice of pizza, the cheese gonna go like that in this hot. So you really can't count pizza.
Yeah,
but I think a lot of it is like that, like you said, just because of we taping something. So you might have to do 45 takes or whatever. That shit not gonna stay hot for 45 takes.
Right. And with CGI, it might not even be real steam on a pizza.
Right.
That might be CGI cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, CGI cheese.
I was gonna say that shit.
The
When we think
welfare
about it, like
cheese.
CGI cheese.
Yeah, that's what
That
it
cheese
is.
is computer generated. I know.
That cheese is
I know-
computer generated.
I know digital cheese. When I
I
see it.
I just know that our government just put so much into commercials and shit to fuck with our heads. You know, fuck with our
Actually, I don't
minds
think it's a
and
government as far as that, because you
It's
speak of
just-
advertisement. What I think, well, what I know is the government is when it comes to big shit like news and talking about
Oh, yeah, especially
pharmaceuticals
yeah,
and shit like
pharmaceuticals,
that.
pharmaceutical
That's just
commercials,
where
yeah.
that's why I feel like the government control when it comes to advertisement. Whatever companies put that out controls the advertisement.
Yeah.
I mean, the government got a lot more
Well,
things
I
to
think they
fool you
govern. I think
than-
they govern that what companies put on TV.
No, they got a board of directors for that. The government ain't got to do, like, for example, McDonald's put out something. The government ain't gonna go watch the commercial first and like, okay, put that out. They ain't got time for that. You feel me? They got more shit to try to scam you on, like watch CNN and fool you with that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They ain't gonna fool you with. Or look at it this way.
Fake
How many
news.
years have been coming up to aliens? And when they realized they couldn't do it no more because there was so many people out here and they realized they couldn't fool it no more, what they do? I'll let it out. You feel me?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, before we had phones and cameras, like, for example, Rodney King, it would not have been a Rodney King being on ever. And somebody just had to accidentally be taping well, not accidentally, actually taping a birthday party, see the sirens and actually look at the street and happen to see Rodney King get his ass whooped.
Right.
You feel me? That's back then.
Yeah.
You could yay or nay a fucking tape of a fucking UFO back then. But when you got 1,000 motherfuckers with cell phones and cameras looking at the same motherfucker, it's hard to fucking differentiate that.
It is.
It's hard to say this is a fucking experiment the government is doing. It's
Like,
hard.
y'all know? All right, if y'all know, then yeah, they exist.
Right. That's exactly what the government is. Like, if you know, you know. Is that the hashtag now?
And
If you know, you know.
I've been telling y'all for years. Aliens
Of course,
doing
I mean,
this.
well,
you've been on me since you was tight.
Yeah. Well,
I know you was the one nigga that was at home and was watching the news like,
yes.
I fucking
I
told y'all.
told you,
I told y'all.
I told y'all.
I
Three different types of aliens.
I just think about it
All
more.
three of them visit us.
I just think about it
which
more than
ones you gonna
same.
go to?
I just think about the same thing more or less of like if it's really all that mass universe and light and space out there.
Right.
We had to be naive to think that this is the only planet that has life. Now the sad part about it is that our intellect and our technology ain't as vast as the planets is light years away. Obviously, as you can see.
Right.
You feel me? This is the only reason why I believe that aliens enter this planet because they've been here longer than us. You feel me? This is why it's called light years away.
Right.
Because they've been light years ahead of us already.
Yeah.
So they technology come in and out of ours. Now, once if we don't destroy ourselves first, and we can get there, I believe in somewhere down the line we'll be able to do exactly what they're doing. But I believe that they won't.
Hey, my second life.
Yeah, your second life. Now that's a whole other subject because I want to say now, how do you want to do it? Because it's a difference. Reincarnation, incarnation. Do you know the difference?
No, I do not know the difference.
Reincarnation is when you can come back, but you come back as something else.
You're right.
Incarnation is when you come back as an actual fucking person. So, for example, you know how you be like, you see a kid like, this kid got such an old soul. There's a possibility.
Okay.
That kind of fucked you up with that one, huh?
No.
It was some shit I was reading about energies and shit like that.
Day, parents said that that kid got old.
I was reading this thing about energies and shit. They had a thing between reincarnation and incarnation. So reincarnation, like I can come back as a butterfly.
Yeah.
Incarnation means I come back as a human now, whether you come back as another entity as a human or as yourself.
Male, female,
right?
But
they say they come back. I just say if it's incarnation for me, I don't want to be in a female body.
Definitely,
absolutely not. And please, I don't know if you have any control of that. Please, come back as a black person, not a white person. Please.
Oh shit!
But you know what? But now that I put you on for that, right? Now that I put you on for that, that is a good conversation for another time, though, right? Because I never really knew about that, right? Yeah. So we're gonna keep that. As a matter of fact, we'll talk about that next week. Between reincarnation and incarnation. Hopefully, we get.
I always thought about coming back as a white person. just to see if I get all the benefits.
You
Well,
still,
it's like-
you still be a little racist.
Yeah, you could be like, you going, what's that movie with Denzel? It's gonna be like heart attack or heart condition.
Heart condition.
Remember he put the heart into the white dude, but he
Yeah,
can still see
yeah,
the black dude.
yeah.
Every time you look in the mirror, it's gonna be like that movie with fucking Chris Rock.
Yeah.
You gonna see your black son like, God damn.
Damn, man. I used to be a nigga.
Oh, man, it's a white
Yeah,
dude. What the
yeah,
fuck is that?
yeah. Oh, that was a good movie too.
Hell yeah. All right, so look, we love y'all.
Yo, keep it
Once
real.
again, thank you to all the
Free
countries that
Brittany
listen to
Griner.
us.
You know, keep it real.
Feel free Brittany Griner. I mean, I'm gonna laugh at this, how he said it in the shop.
I mean, shit. Just
You know,
football be
listen.
starting in a few weeks. You know, we be getting to that time of the season.
Right,
know.
but no, real talk, closing comments though, real talk, man. Like we, as a human race, gotta do better.
Yeah, we do got to
We
do better.
we had to find a way to dethrone the motherfuckers that's not doing what is need to be done for the American people.
Because something's gonna
That's
happen
like,
to where
that's
we
it.
all
I'm just-
gonna
I'm
have
just
to do
over
it.
You know.
You know,
So live free.
live
Yeah.
free.
I ain't gonna say die young.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. And all the
Enjoy
countries
life.
that listen to us, if it ain't illegal, smoke y'all some marijuana, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
You feel me? Fuck
they
it,
make
man.
it illegal.
Except if you're for the Arab countries, you know, in Russia, well, obviously you can't smoke weed there.
Yeah.
If it's Amsterdam and shit, Brazil,
Amsterdam, yes.
I mean, listen, smoke that shit, man. With that being said, we'll holler at y'all.
The weed is always good.
Peace. The weed is always good.
Weed's always good.
The weed is always spectacular. Like Neckler.
Blacktacular.
Oh,
That's gonna be another t-shirt right there.